Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. This is the deep analysis for Bitcoin. We're gonna see the all-time history and of course starting by the weekly till the 1 hour chart in this analysis to see where Bitcoin is heading on. So basically we're gonna start with the all-time history here where we have an impulse pattern already finished as a wave 1 or wave A. After this, we got, of course, a zigzag ABC, very sharp bear market, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed as well as another impulse here, where the wave 3 is still longer than the wave 5, followed, of course, after a smaller bear market here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finished, of course, wave 1 or wave A, meaning all this impulse here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no intersection here between the wave 4 and the zone 1. Meaning, of course, a very healthy and good impulse to finish a wave 1 or a wave A. After this, we got, of course, another bear market, which is a very deep, sharp zigzag ABC towards the downside, the same as we got, of course, for every single previous bear market. Currently, after this bear market, as a wave 2 or a wave B, we have another bull run, which was our latest bull run from the 15K till the 128K almost. And of course, we have a finished impulse as a 5 wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. To finish, of course, a wave 1 here of a wave C or a wave 3. And that because you are looking here currently, as we mentioned, you have finished a wave A, you're looking for a wave B or a wave C. Another possibility is the wave 1. The wave 2 has been given, you're looking for a wave 3. Both case scenarios, the wave 3 and the wave C, has to be an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Currently, you have finished the wave 1 here, and you are working currently on the wave 2. This wave 2, as expected on the all-time history here, is to be an expanding flat where we have 3 waves down, 3 waves up, finished perfectly here as W, X, and a Y for this wave B, finishing exactly on the perfect fib level for wave B in an expanding flat. And of course, considering the minimum target 0.38 fib level here for a bear market, which it might, of course, take this low as an expanding flat ABC. Minimum target is a 70K or around it. And then, of course, we have a very strong area here as a support, technical support, which it might as well hold on the price for Bitcoin around the 70K and start the move toward the upside again for a 200K for a wave 3 and can be, of course, above it. 200K, which is the 1.618, that it might be taken, of course, from this area, the stronghold area here, and then moving towards the upside from there towards the 200 and above it. So basically, currently, we took the blue box as well as expected, but we still, of course, expecting more lower prices, which it can hit perfectly the 0.38 here. And then, of course, start to see something as a signal of strength from there. And, of course, start the move toward the upside for Bitcoin. So regarding also the all-time highs here for every single cycle, we can see clearly that every cycle has finished here exactly on the curve. And currently, we finish it as well on the curve almost, where we didn't touch it really perfectly, and that's why we got an expanding flat, which is also this expanding flat gives the impression how much the crypto markets this cycle is more healthier than any other previous cycle. This is the first time we get an expanding flat as a bear market. And every single market we got before was a very, very sharp zigzag, all of them with an extended wave C. If you have realized, all of them have an extended wave C. But this time we have an expanding flat with only an aggressive wave C. But as you have realized as well, that every bear market from cycle to cycle, it become even smaller and smaller. And that's why also I'm expecting that this bear market is gonna be also smaller than the previous one. And I believe, of course, the 70K is a perfect target for this bear market and to start again a reset event for Bitcoin, for the price of Bitcoin, and starting to move towards the 200K from there. If we move to the daily, on the daily, we are going to look at the channeling, which are very important. And this is probably, of course, our last time we mentioned the channeling, because once you exit the base channel, then okay, we don't have to look at it anymore. We got confirmation that there is no chance anymore to come back inside. All right. So this is where you know that the price, of course, has confirmed that this bull run has finished, and you are moving, of course, for something for lower. And regarding this channeling, as you can see, we failed, of course, to take the high here again, or to get out of the base channel after having 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We were still estimating if we have a bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and that if this is a part of this impulse there, which is not. And that because, of course, we failed to exit the base channel, we failed to hit at least the lower part of the acceleration channel this time, because this is what you would like to have. The first wave 5, if you have multiple wave 5s here, the first one wants to take the middle line. The second wave 5 or the third has to exit the base channel and hit the lower part. And this did not happen. We saw weaknesses every time we get to the top, and in the last top, we couldn't reach even the high of the base channel, getting a very strong reaction as double 1, 2s here. And we're moving, of course, toward the downside for a wave C in an expanding flat, of course. This expanding flat will still range for a while, of course, in several 4-5, because in the top you have several 1, 2s here. So we're gonna range for a while, of course, in this case. And of course, here is our counting and labeling for the Elliott wave of this bear market. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finished wave 1, A, B, C. Perfect fib level for wave B, 1.38, and we dive deeper. If we zoom in inside this drop down for Bitcoin, we can see clearly that you have started a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1, a wave 2 has been given, and then followed by double 1, 2s here. Wave 3 also given 4 and a 5, and you might still have a 4, 5 and a bigger 4, 5 to hit, of course, our target, taking the low, interfering, of course, with a stronghold area as a support here, and very likely to take the 1.618 as confluence between, of course, the minimum requirement 0.38 and, of course, the very strong area here as 68K, I would say, for Bitcoin. If you want higher precision here, might be, of course, the 68K is the perfect price that we might move, of course, towards 200K again in a new bull run. By all means, if this is your 1, 2, the wave 3 is not finished yet. So I believe the wave 3, of course, still to range somewhere here. It might hit directly the 0.38, of course, and then retrace for a wave 4 and then wave 5 to finish up this bear market. And then, of course, continue toward the upside later on. If we dive even much more inside this drop down to see a little bit more micro level counting here, we have, of course, the wave 1, 2. And then we have, as you can see, this is a clear impulse, WX and a Y for a wave 2, followed by a 1, 2 and another 1, 2 here. And you unfold here the wave 3. Now the wave 3, if we dive even on the 1 hour chart, your wave 3 is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is another 1, 2 here, potential ABC expanding flat. And then you might have a 1, 2, and then, of course, 3. And currently you're working on the wave 4 and a 5 to finish up finally, of course, this trend as a wave 3 toward the downside. Then, of course, we have to count the big wave 4 here regarding this wave 2 in the white scenario, where you have finished a wave 3 in the white, you move toward the upside, wave 4, wave 5 continuation, of course, for lower prices for Bitcoin. So what I'm expecting by all means right now on the 1 hour chart, since we are still kind of like also a little bit corrective here, I'm expecting as well, of course, a potential here. I'm going to count this as ABC here finished. And I'm going to count, of course, that this is kind of an impulse internally, ABC, of course, as an expanding flat, since you didn't took the high again, meaning it's a part of this impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3. And currently you're working on a wave 4, probably can be finished and it can still have one more high before we drop down again for a wave 5 and taking the low one more time again. However, I see weaknesses as well. I don't see a clear impulse towards the upside. It can be a leading diagonal here as a ABC, but yeah, the things are not yet done as structure here. And I think that we might still see, of course, lower prices for Bitcoin in the next hours or even days. And then, of course, we can start to claim a potential wave 4 to unfold towards the upside. It depends, of course, where this drop down for wave 3 here might end up. And then, of course, we unfold something towards the downside for a wave 5. So currently, it's still very early, of course, to call this one. I'm going to put a potential target for a wave 4, for a wave 5, sorry, here, which it might be the following target. If you're looking here for a wave 5 over 1, well, yeah, it is very extended. And that means, of course, we might hit simply the low. Okay, so be careful. We might simply take the low and then start to move towards the upside again. To be much more precise, then, I'm going to go much more micro inside it. And this is in case that it goes deeper, you might get this blue box. But be careful, I think it's gonna simply take the low. It might not reach the 78K. It might simply take the low and then move toward the upside again. What is important is to count the structure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Once it is done and finished, okay. You know that the structure is finished. Even if you did not take the low, you move toward the upside. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for Bitcoin. Of course, we're still looking for the same major targets, 68, 70K for Bitcoin, and we'll see, of course, what's gonna happen next. What we know right now is that we don't have any kind of bullish scenario yet. Our pockets are almost empty from any bullish scenario, of course, for Bitcoin. Unless, of course, the only bullish scenario can be, of course, something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're looking for a wave 2. But this wave 2, anyway, based on the time required and based on the structure, which is a big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, obviously you have an A, B, and a C. And definitely the time also suggests a wave C, meaning 3 waves. And that means, of course, we're still looking for lower. We're already in the target for a big wave 2 anyway, and which is, of course, around this stronghold area, 68, 78. So it's almost the same target, even if we are bullish from this part here as diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say, and wave 2. And it might be, of course, even much more deeper in this case. If we get an ABC, something like that, it might be even much more a deeper scenario than the bear market expanding flat that we are looking for here. Okay, the expanding flat as an ABC. The ABC should end up exactly at the top of this structure, but a stronger ABC as zigzag, because this is an unfinished impulse for a wave A, B, and a C. It might even go deeper for Bitcoin, but still, of course, far possibility for me right now. I see much more an expanding flat, and that because of the structure that we got here, which is a clear wave B taking the all-time high, signaling an ABC expanding flat, more than, of course, that we have topped here for Bitcoin and that you move here in ABC zigzag. But we will see this, of course, step by step. The price action and the market will give us decision and much more hints for later on. I would like to mention that today we have a live stream for the crypto market. We're gonna analyze the crypto market, all of it with the altcoins and a Bitcoin as well. Of course, stay tuned. I'm gonna, of course, add the schedule soon for the live stream today. You can find it on the home page of the channel with the timing. That was it for Bitcoin, the deep analysis. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.